Butler Rents is pleased to present this short video on the installation, hookup, and usage of our standard barbecue. This happens to be a 3-foot one. We have larger sizes, but the operation is all basically the same. There are 6 components here that we pay attention to, but first off, I'll go through the tools that you need. Basically, they're on the end of your arms, and a lighter with a long snout similar to this one. To start with, we have the base of the barbecue, which the legs fold up on. We have the barbecue itself, which we'll show you here, lifts up from the lower part. When you put it on, you want to make sure that the legs nest in the rack on the lower part. When you open the legs on the lower part, you want to make sure that the supports lock out, and you can see how the collar slides up and down on the shaft. All of your gas valves are in this compartment underneath. They turn on by pulling it out, and it'll be in line. Some of the newer barbecues, actually the valve lever is on the outside here, and it's easy to see where it is. You want to make sure that all of those valves are off as you're setting the unit up. The fourth component is the hose coming out of the barbecue, and the hose is generally 8 to 10 feet long. The next is the pressure regulator, and the pressure regulator needs to be installed the proper way. If you look at the pressure regulator in this fashion, you see an arrow, and that is the gas flow, and that arrow should be facing up, so as you're looking at it, it should be down. The lower side with the adjustment should always be facing the ground, and that adjustment should not be touched. It is factory set. We then go to the gas tank. It has a dust cap that is placed on the tank like that. When you get the tank, you want to take that off, okay? This tank is a 20-pound tank and is sufficient for most all of the barbecue units that we rent. I will now start and show you how to hook this up. Again, you want to make sure all the gas valves are off on the barbecue. Stretch the hose out and separate the tank from the barbecue as far as possible. Never fire the barbecue with the tank up against it. Take your pressure regulator in the position we showed before, place it on the valve, wiggle it to seat it in, and then turn the large knob in a clockwise position until it is finger tight. Okay? This should not turn easily once this is tight. If this turns easily, this connection has not been made properly. Back it off and start it again. Okay? Now we'll turn the gas on here at the tank, and I would turn it on just about 3/4 of a turn to start with. Come back over to the barbecue. Take the first valve that would receive gas and turn it on. Listen, and you'll hear the gas escaping. Take your lighter, and it lights very easily. Let it burn for a minute or two to establish the flow of gas. Turn the second burner on. Oftentimes it will jump across on its own like that. You can hear the burn. You come to the other side, turn the first lever, which would be the third down the line on this barbecue. Put your lighter in again, and it fires. And you now turn the fourth on. It lights. You have 4 burners going on the extent of the grill. You've got 2 cooking departments here, and you can adjust the heat in those departments by turning the valves down if you need a slower cook. Okay? So again, 6 components: the base, the barbecue, the valves, the hose, the pressure regulator, and the tank. If this is of interest to you and it helps you in the assists you in getting your unit working for your party, please give us a thumbs up, and we will produce more of these for other pieces of equipment that we have for rent. Again, Butler thanks you for doing this rental.